Sometimes I think refrigerators are tiny casinos built for stupid people. Not because refrigerators are stupid, refrigerators are innocent. They just sit there all day doing refrigerator things, working hard, keeping cheese alive, protecting orange juice, holding leftover pizza together like an emotional support system. No, the stupid part is us. Because every human on Earth has done this. You walk into the kitchen, not because you're hungry, not because you need food, not because your body sent an official request. You just appear there. Like your feet accepted a mission without informing your brain. You stop in front of the fridge, and for a few seconds you stare at the door, like you're standing in front of an ancient temple. Like behind that white door lives the answer to every problem you've ever had. Maybe today is different, maybe life changed, maybe reality accidentally updated itself. You open it, slowly, like a man opening a treasure chest at the bottom of the ocean, and inside, the same yogurt, the same eggs, the same half-empty bottle of ketchup, the same vegetables that started life with big dreams, and then something strange happens. You stand there and stare. You don't immediately close it. No, you inspect the situation. Like a detective arriving at a crime scene. Interesting, very interesting. The cheese appears unchanged. Milk still exists. Nothing suspicious. No pizza activity. No cake movement. No emergency chocolate event. You nod, close the fridge. Walk away. 10 seconds later, your brain suddenly returns wearing sunglasses and a leather jacket. Let's go back. Excuse me. Go back where? The fridge. Why? We might have missed something. Missed what? A sandwich secretly entering the building. A taco delivery team hiding behind the orange juice. A tiny chef working overtime. What exactly are we expecting? Because apparently every human secretly believes refrigerators work like slot machines. Maybe this time. Maybe this poll changes everything. You open it again. Same yogurt, same eggs, same ketchup. You stare harder now, like effort changes reality. Like if you focus long enough, the fridge gets nervous. Maybe that's why people lean forward. Have you noticed that? People always lean forward. As if moving your face 3 inches closer suddenly reveals hidden content. Like somewhere behind the vegetables there is a secret level. Maybe cake was there all along. Maybe happiness was hiding behind mustard. Maybe there is a tiny note saying, "Congratulations. You have unlocked a better life." Nothing, still nothing. Then you close the fridge with disappointment. Not normal disappointment, personal disappointment. Like the fridge betrayed you, like you trusted it. Like the fridge looked directly into your eyes and promised, "I got you." Then did absolutely nothing. Humans are weird, because we do this everywhere. Not just kitchens, we do this with life. Every day we open reality expecting surprise rewards. Monday morning. Nothing changed Tuesday. Still nothing Wednesday. Interesting. Still the same stuff Thursday. You start looking around suspiciously. Maybe you're using life incorrectly. Maybe everyone else got the premium version. Maybe everybody secretly received extra features. Because social media makes it look like that. Jake is hiking in mountains. Emma is smiling on a beach. Some guy named Ryan bought a house at 24. Another guy is drinking coffee in Italy for absolutely no reason. Meanwhile, you're sitting at home eating cereal at 11 p.m. wondering why your entire existence feels like loading screen music, and suddenly your own life starts looking suspicious. Because online everyone appears to be winning something. People post happiness like it's a daily achievement. New car, new relationship, new apartment, new adventure. Meanwhile, you successfully folded laundry after staring at it for 3 days. No picture for that. Nobody uploads. Look, everybody. I finally answered an email from last week. Nobody posts. Big day today. I moved a chair and called it productivity. Nobody uploads. I spent 40 minutes searching for my phone while using my phone flashlight, but those moments are real. Those moments are human. Those moments are most of life. I think stupid people believe happiness arrives with fireworks. Like one day a truck suddenly stops outside your house. A man jumps out wearing a suit. He opens a golden suitcase. Inside is happiness. He says, "Congratulations. You've been selected." Then everybody claps. Music starts playing. Birds appear for absolutely no reason. Even your neighbors start crying. But real life never works like that. Real life quietly enters the room wearing sweatpants. Real life sits next to you on the couch. Real life steals some of your fries. Real life says, hey, this isn't amazing, but it's not terrible either. And humans hate that. Because humans love big moments. Humans love giant changes. Humans want movie scenes. Nobody wants regular Tuesday happiness. Nobody wants good coffee, funny conversation, warm blanket, no stress, quiet evening. Because those things feel too small. But maybe we're wrong. Maybe happiness isn't hiding somewhere behind success. Maybe happiness isn't hiding behind money. Maybe happiness isn't even hiding behind the orange juice. Maybe stupid people keep opening the fridge because deep down they believe the next opening changes everything. And maybe we spend our whole lives doing exactly the same thing, waiting for reality to suddenly become someone else. Maybe that's why people keep saying things like, my real life starts next year. Next year. Really? Humans say that like next year arrives wearing sunglasses and carrying wisdom. Like January 1st walks through your front door and says, good evening, everyone. I fixed your personality. People treat the future like a magical customer support department. My current life has several problems. No worries, sir. When can I expect solutions? Approximately tomorrow. Tomorrow is the biggest scam ever created. Tomorrow has incredible marketing. Tomorrow promises everything. Tomorrow says, you'll wake up early. Tomorrow says, you'll drink more water. Tomorrow says, you'll exercise. Tomorrow says, you'll stop overthinking. Tomorrow says, you'll become a completely different human. Tomorrow sounds amazing. Tomorrow sounds responsible. Tomorrow sounds organized. Tomorrow probably owns folders. Tomorrow definitely has color-coded calendars. Tomorrow remembers birthdays. Tomorrow has matching socks. Meanwhile, today is sitting in the corner eating cereal directly from the box. Today forgot where the car keys are. Today opened Instagram for 5 minutes and somehow lost 47 minutes. Today said, I'll sleep early tonight. Then suddenly started watching a video called The Secret Life of Penguins at 2:14 in the morning. Humans always think future versions of themselves are smarter. But why? Future you is literally just current you wearing different clothes. That's it. Future you isn't some powerful wizard. Future you isn't floating above mountains learning ancient wisdom. Future you isn't training with monks. Future you is just you. Future you still forgets passwords. Future you still opens the fridge for emotional reasons. Future you still stands in the kitchen thinking, I know there is nothing inside. But maybe that word destroys humanity. Maybe is dangerous. Because maybe can convince people of anything. Maybe I should check the fridge again. Maybe someone texted me. Maybe I should refresh my email. Maybe I should open social media. Maybe I missed something important. Humans refresh reality constantly. Like we're pressing invisible buttons all day. Refresh, refresh. Refresh, nothing. Refresh, still nothing. Refresh, interesting, still the same life. I saw a guy once staring into his refrigerator like he was expecting answers. Not food, answers. He stood there completely frozen. Milk on the left, juice on the right. Vegetables somewhere in the background fighting for survival. And he looked confused, not hungry confused. Existential confused. Like somewhere between the eggs and the ketchup, he accidentally started questioning his purpose on Earth. Honestly, I understand him. Because people don't just stare into refrigerators. People stare into everything. People stare into mirrors. People stare out of windows. People stare at their phones. People stare at the ceiling before sleeping. Humans spend huge parts of life staring at objects while thinking about completely different things. Your body is here. But your brain left 20 minutes ago. Your brain is weird. Your brain randomly remembers things. You're peacefully taking a shower. Everything feels normal. Then suddenly your brain appears wearing running shoes and says, hey, remember that embarrassing thing from 7 years ago? No, absolutely not. We're showering. Leave. But the brain doesn't leave. The brain sits down, crosses its legs, starts a presentation. Welcome, everybody. Today we revisit terrible memories. Slide 1, that awkward conversation in high school. Slide 2, that weird thing you said at work. Slide 3, something you did at age 11. Now you're standing under warm water fighting ghosts from 2014. Humans are ridiculous. We fight imaginary arguments. We replay old moments. We prepare speeches for conversations that never happen. People walk around cleaning kitchens while winning fake debates. Jake from accounting has absolutely no idea he's losing an argument inside your head. Meanwhile, you're destroying him. Perfect points, perfect timing, perfect comeback. Crowd cheering, background music playing, Oscar nomination incoming. Then reality returns, and suddenly you're holding a sponge, standing next to dirty dishes. Alone. I think stupid people secretly believe happiness arrives after everything becomes perfect. After enough money, after enough success, after enough confidence, after enough self-improvement videos, after enough productivity, after enough everything. Like happiness is sitting behind a finish line saying, almost there, but what if happiness isn't waiting at the end? What if happiness keeps passing us while we're busy checking whether something better is coming? Maybe that's the strange thing about humans. We keep standing in front of life exactly the same way we stand in front refrigerators. We open, look around, feel disappointed, close, wait 10 minutes, come back, open again. Imagine explaining this behavior to aliens. So let me understand this correctly. You repeatedly open a cold food box even though you already know what's inside? Correct. And you somehow expect different results? Correct. And you do something similar with your entire existence? Correct. Honestly, humans sound ridiculous. But maybe that's because humans run on hope. Hope is weird. Hope makes people buy lottery tickets. Hope makes people text, "You awake?" At 2:37 in the morning, hope makes people click. I agree to terms and conditions without reading a single word. Hope makes people start diets on Monday. Hope makes people think, this time I'll only watch one episode. Nobody in history has watched only one episode. Nobody! The person who invented that sentence should be investigated. Because everybody knows how it goes. You sit down. One episode, very simple. 40 minutes later, interesting, another one. Then suddenly sunlight enters the room. Birds are singing, construction workers are outside. People are driving to work. And you're sitting on the couch looking like a survivor from a natural disaster. Your blanket somehow became clothing. Your eyes are dry. Your posture looks illegal, and your brain still says, one more. Human beings are amazing. Not because we're smart, because we're strange. We know things and still ignore them. We know sleeping at 3 in the morning is a terrible idea. We do it anyway. We know checking our phones every 2 minutes changes absolutely nothing. We still check. We know opening refrigerators doesn't magically create pizza. And still, there we are, opening, looking, hoping, because humans don't actually search for food. Not always. Sometimes humans search for surprise. Sometimes humans search for change. Sometimes humans search for proof that life moved while they weren't paying attention. Maybe that's why people refresh social media every 5 minutes. Maybe that's why people keep checking notifications. Maybe that's why people stare at phones like archaeologists searching for ancient secrets. People don't really want information. People want interruption. People want reality to suddenly tap them on the shoulder and say, good news! Everything is different now, but reality rarely does that. Reality usually enters quietly. No dramatic music, no fireworks. No giant announcements. No mysterious man with a suitcase full of happiness. Just small things. Tiny things. Things so small people ignore them. Coffee tasting good, laughing unexpectedly. Hearing your favorite song in a grocery store, finding money inside an old jacket, canceling plans and suddenly feeling powerful. Taking off uncomfortable shoes after a long day, warm blankets. Cold pillows. Extra fries at the bottom of the bag. People love giant happiness. But life mostly sends tiny happiness. Tiny happiness keeps arriving every day. Humans just keep staring at giant empty spaces waiting for something enormous. I think stupid people believe happiness changes life. Maybe happiness was never supposed to change life. Maybe happiness just visits life. Like a strange little animal, shows up for 5 minutes. Steals a French fry. Looks around, leaves. And maybe that's okay, because imagine permanent happiness. Imagine waking up every day screaming, woo-woo, for absolutely no reason. You walk into grocery stores crying with joy. Cashiers become terrified. You hug mailboxes. You high-five trees. Neighbors slowly stop making eye contact. No, that sounds exhausting. Maybe happiness was never designed to stay forever. Maybe happiness works more like background music. You don't always notice it. But when it disappears, something feels strange. And maybe stupid people keep opening refrigerators because deep down we all believe the next moment might contain something better. Maybe that's why we keep trying. Maybe that's why we keep hoping. Maybe that's why after disappointment after disappointment after disappointment, humans still get up, still move forward, still laugh, still love, still believe tomorrow can be different. Because somewhere inside every person lives a tiny idiot wearing sunglasses and holding lottery tickets. And every morning that tiny idiot smiles and says, "Let's open it one more time." And honestly, maybe that little idiot is the reason we keep going.